In 2023, this man pleaded guilty to enabling money laundering. But Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ, has got a clean chit since President Trump has now pardoned him. Zhao previously pleaded guilty to violating the US Bank Secrecy Act by failing to maintain an anti-money laundering program at Binance. In connection with his plea agreement, he resigned as CEO and paid a $50 million fine. Binance itself settled with the US regulators for around $4.3 billion. He also roughly served 4 months in prison. Trump claimed that many people had appealed to him to pardon the man whose name he didn't take. He also claimed he hadn't met him, going so far as to say that CZ was a victim of over-prosecution.
I believe we're talking about the same person because I do pardon a lot of people. I don't know. He was recommended by a lot of people. A lot of people say that, are you talking about the crypto person? A lot of people say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything, that what he did, well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing, you fake news. But let me just tell you that he was somebody that, as I was told, I don't know him. I don't believe I've ever met him. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support. And they said that what he did is not even a crime. It wasn't a crime, that he was persecuted by the Biden administration.
Zhao thanked Trump via social media, saying he was deeply grateful and pledged to help make the US the capital of crypto. The pardon comes amid a broader realignment. The Trump-led administration appears to be rolling back aggressive regulatory enforcement against crypto firms and executives, shifting instead towards industry-friendly policies. Donald Trump has increasingly positioned himself at the heart of the cryptocurrency industry, not just as a supporter of digital assets, but as an active participant and promoter of crypto business ventures. Simultaneously, Trump and his family have built a network of crypto enterprises and partnerships. The launch of World Liberty Financial, a decentralized finance group linked to the Trump brand, a meme coin token named $Trump, and a partnership between Trump Media and Technology Group and Crypto.com to create a digital asset treasury, illustrate the depth of their engagement. Now, these ventures raise ethical questions about conflicts of interest and regulatory oversight, given that policy shifts under Trump appear intertwined with his private business interests in the crypto economy. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren called the pardon an example of corruption. Now, without choosing to respond to these specific questions on conflict of interest, the White House press secretary pointed to Biden and the last-minute pardons he doled out just before his term ended.
I would respond and say the president is exercising his constitutional authority to grant clemency requests. And the president and the White House have a very thorough examination of every pardon request that comes to the president's desk. It is thoroughly reviewed by the White House counsel office. This was an overly prosecuted case by the Biden administration. And the previous administration was very hostile to the cryptocurrency industry. So the president wants to correct this overreach of the Biden administration's misjustice. And he exercised his constitutional authority to do so. And to the Democrats, I would just say there's nothing more corrupt than what President Biden did on his way out the door, pardoning his extremely corrupt son and many of his associates.